Hi everyone, I'm Adrienne Castanola, and when talking about structure, I picked two websites that I found to be very different from each other under the music tabs and artist tabs. So the first one I have, as you can see behind me, I believe it's called Bylick, and I like this tab because I like this website because as you move along, you can see the navigational bar is right where you would expect it to be. There are some subtitles underneath, and it changes with your mouse from gray, obviously, to yellow. The first thing I noticed about this site is obviously this big picture right in the middle, and then underneath it has all these scrolling pictures of what I would assume would be their events that they've done in the past. Another thing that I really enjoyed about this site is as a bride myself, I think that these little awards up here give it a little bit of credibility and also give it some value, but at the same time, it's not really in your face. Also, I like that the Facebook and the Twitter little tags and widgets underneath here, they are easily accessible, but they're not in your face. It just kind of makes sense. As far as the website design itself goes, it works, it makes sense. The contacts is all the way to the right where you would kind of expect it would be. And then while scrolling down, there's just the information that they have, just a little bit of here and there, and then their phone numbers and their address, email. Everything is just visually appealing, and it makes sense logistically where it is. One thing I didn't like was on this More tab, you could see there's all these pictures, and you're thinking, wow, this is a great idea. But then you can't click on any of the pictures or the headings. You don't know if they do this, or I mean, you can click on it, but nothing comes from it. And and then there's just lists and lists, and as it goes on, there's just more text, and now my eyes are glazing over because there's just so much text here. And really, what's the point? Are these linked to something? No. Do they do all of this themselves? That's pretty interesting if they do. I'd like to know where to get Polynesian dancers. Obviously, I would assume everybody does, right? But no, I just don't really understand this one page. So I think that although it's a good site, I think this is a well-designed site. I don't personally like, exactly what that one page is. Everything else I can see the value for. I like how it links together. It makes sense and it's visually appealing. The second site that I didn't like, in contrast, was this Fused Music. First of all, it kind of looks like the Eminem cover from 10 years ago. I'm probably dating myself, but what is this? It's a blank site, and there's one logo here, and then the toolbar navigation is on the right. Yeah, I would say it's creative, but I don't like that it's all the same. It's very bland, and under these titles, the fonts are obviously, this is music management is obviously a topic, and these are obviously sublinks, but at first glance it just looks like a big white blur. If you go through some of these sites, they are interesting to say the least. I thought this site was okay. Some of them are much better than others. I think that this site in particular is one of the better sites on this page. It does have visually appealing, and it makes sense where things are located. I like that all these widgets are up here. But then if you go to something like fences, this one to me doesn't make sense at all because it's on MySpace. I mean, it's such a different layout. I don't like the fact that from one page, from Fused Music, you're getting all these different types of websites. It's confusing to me. I guess I don't mind that it's on Facebook or MySpace, but it just visually, it just doesn't. You can update yourself because I don't know of anyone that's still on MySpace. One of the better sites on here is Common Market. This is a great demonstration of rules of 30, and it has everything that I would think a music company would want on their website. You can purchase their albums, which I think is really cool. They have videos of them singing live, and they have their apparel, where they're going next. This site to me makes sense, but unfortunately it's linked on this horrible page, and more so I'm defying that Fused Music is just not really a well done page. So sorry if you're out there listening, but take care.